Yeah, the tough one yesterday, honestly, it felt like it was a game that we just made a lot of mistakes. You got to defend the 3-point line when you're playing St. Thomas, and if you hold them for 10 of 30, I think you take that going in because they're shooting a pretty high number. They made 10, but like we were 11 of 22. I thought the game was really won by they made tougher twos. They made that zone one finishes, and we just didn't do a great job of that. We made plenty of mistakes in transition defense. I kind of felt like we got off to an early start and relaxed, and they had the experience where they just kind of kept playing and believing and fighting, and we didn't really match that until you get down a lot, and then you all of a sudden are fighting and scrambling to get back into a game that you shouldn't have been put in that position. So disappointing, really, really disappointing game. Day off today for the guys, and a great opportunity on Saturday. Obviously, it's going to be our last game of this season, so hopefully we come out and with nothing to lose and have some fun and compete and give North Dakota State our best.
Coach, that consistency or lack of it, has that been the most disappointing thing all year?
I think when that happens like it did yesterday, yeah, for sure. I think anytime as a coach, what you're looking for above and beyond anything is consistency. Just know who we're going to be every time we step on the floor. And, the mistakes you make, games are full of mistakes and games are full of missed shots. It happens all the time. But there was just a point in time throughout that game where we weren't connected, we weren't talking, and we weren't very tough. Like we were giving guys position and shots in spots they shouldn't have gotten shots. And it just, to me, we weren't competing at the level we needed to compete to. Because it just, no matter who we play, man, we've got to come out and really have a high level of fight and compete. And I didn't think we had that.
Say what you will about the rest of the season. You guys get to close out the year with a rivalry game at home. Kind of how cool of an opportunity is it?
It's an awesome opportunity. I mean, you're getting a chance to play college basketball. It doesn't matter who you're playing, but, it's a rivalry game in our gym. And it's a great opportunity. Go have fun. Go compete. Go put everything you got into your teammates and offensively, defensively. Just let it go. And that's what you hope you do. And we got a couple days here to prepare for them. And we're excited about the opportunity because they're very good and they're very experienced and they got great size. And we don't have a lot of size right now. And there's things that but I thought at their place we did a really good job of just playing our tails off and really competing at a high level. And the ball moved well. And defensively, I thought we did some nice things at their place. And, we've got to have 40 minutes of really good basketball.
I think the only planned loss for you guys has been two, right? Kind of how do you not look ahead to say the next year with this young group that you guys are going to have?
Yeah, I mean, I think in today's climate and world, until you sit down and really visit with everybody, you don't know what you have. But I just, I'm watching film later this morning from the game, and a lot of the mistakes that are being made are being made by young players. There's maybe another team in the league playing 3 freshmen, but we're playing 3 freshmen a lot, and they're doing, like you just got done talking with Reed. I think Reed's second half compared to his first half was night and day yesterday. Paul's been a guy that's really scored well for us, and offensively, his growth from when he started here to where he is now, I mean, that opportunity to play has provided him, I think, an opportunity to really get out and grow and develop and kind of learn how to be a guy that's, can really put some points up in this league. Now, defensively, we need to keep getting better. So it's and then Brian Matthews, who I don't, to me, wasn't the same Brian Matthews yesterday that we've kind of been seeing, but he's shown signs. He's been about a 60% field goal guy. He's shown signs of getting rebounds that are against grown men, right? And he's a pretty big kid. And I just think you're seeing a lot of mistakes by those guys too. So the growth, the ability to get better, to get experience, to learn, that's how you can grow as a program, and that's what we need to make sure we're counting on.
How do you come out on top of SU? What's their game? What do you have to stop in their game?
Well, they can get you different ways with their size. They can go really big, and they've gone really big lineups as of late. But with Rocky and Nelson and Morgan back, those are three pretty good bigs, right? Pretty skilled bigs, especially with Rocky and Nelson. And you know, Morgan just brings another element of physicality inside at finishes. But I think the guy that always makes kind of that team go is Sam Griesel. I just think he's been kind of he's their rock. He's their guy that every game, it just seems like he makes a lot of big time plays. Other guys make them too. He just kind of seems like he gets everybody else going. So, you know, we've got to defend the 3-point line, but like you've got to rebound against these guys, and you got to make sure you're guarding the post, because Tyree Eady will post up, Jarius Cook will post up. They'll post a lot of different players up, and that's been a hard thing for us to handle this year with our lineup. So we've got to be ready for that.
South Dakota State game, I thought maybe you turned a corner in the season. Now the scorebook may say otherwise, but do you think your play has been elevated since that game overall?
I think at times it has. I think at times it has on offense. I think we're shooting the ball better. I think the ball has better movement. I think defensively we've had moments for sure. I just even look at that stretch after South Dakota State, but at Western Illinois, I mean, that's a game that we basically handed back to them that we should have won. And so I think defensively we've gotten better, but like we've had our steps back too. And yesterday against St. Thomas, from a defensive standpoint, we just weren't very good. And so, another opportunity tomorrow but I think there's been some progress and some forward steps with it. But we've got to finish the season tomorrow or on Saturday with some fight for 40 minutes.